one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
They've got Harris. Embiid is out there with Horford. Then it's Simmons. And it's Richardson in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
And Horford really showing off his slick passing with that dime.
Lillard against Simmons. Lillard surveying the D, and he knocks down the jumper.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Side out. And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
Harris kicks to Richardson. Nurkic against Embiid. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's off from three-point range. And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers, and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half. Played. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Monroe's checked in for Horford. ABC comes in for Harris. Simmons checked in for Richardson. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Hezonja. ABC's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's Kent Bazemore in for McCullough. And McConnell gets it to go.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Lillard dishes to Whiteside. Pass to Bazemore. Back to Whiteside. Bazemore on the wing. Here's Collins. Rebound by Monroe. Philadelphia leading by 10. Here's Simmons. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. 1:52 left in the first half. Passes to Bazemore. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Monroe kicks to McConnell. And Monroe with the basket on the assist by McConnell.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lillard outside. Bazemore passes to Collins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Zach Collins, the Gonzaga product, one that the Blazers moved up in the draft to acquire because they just felt he would be optimal in this kind of offense, especially playing alongside dynamic guards, and they brought him along slowly last year, and towards the end of the season showed great potential.
And so he makes both from the line. And with most players his size, it'll take some time. This team knows to be patient with Collins.
Yeah, 7-footer with the ability to shoot the ball. He's got to have some confidence in his role, which last year came along very slowly. The one thing that I've seen from Zach Collins, though, in his rookie campaign is he's not afraid of anything. Great moments in the playoffs and stepped up to compete.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
And Bazemore kicks to Collins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Monroe, no good.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
They get it back. Whiteside. Shot clock at 5. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Little.
Now Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Korkmaz, no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding up.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1/2. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead. And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great...
And that should do it.
As we return to Philadelphia, we give you a scenic view of the downtown skyline of this terrific city. A stunning sight. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Tobias Harris. He has really been playing well.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
On the 4 for Portland. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Hazonia out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lillard against Simmons. Lillard finds Hazonia. Lillard outside. The pass to McCollum. Beyond the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And without a doubt, Rodney Hood is at his best when he's being aggressive. Doesn't settle for shots, and he looks to create and finish around the rim. Sometimes he can serve as a playmaker. That happened a lot when he was with the Utah Jazz under Quinn Snyder.
Here's Harris. That one misses. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Hood for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. You know, Hood can fall into settling for mid-range shots at times, Brent, but that isn't when he's his most effective.
You know, a lot of players fall into playing passively, and Rodney Hood is sometimes guilty of that. The trick is finding ways to try to keep him aggressive, make sure that he's impacting the game in ways that his skill set can draw it out.
Whiteside's checked in for Mario Hezonja. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Nurkic. Lillard against Harris. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Lillard.
Yeah, Damian Lillard just working them over right now. One of the smaller guards in the league, but darts around so well to make plays.
And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Kicks it to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. Richardson covering. Right side Hood. Embiid with the steal. Here's Richardson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on C.J. McCollum. And some changes here for the 76ers. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. Portland also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. ABC comes in for Hood. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Damian Lillard. And here's McCollum for three. Pass to Little. Second chance shot. Here's Collins. And the layup's good off the glass. Collins has got 5 points so far.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
1:07 left here in the third quarter. The 76ers have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trail Blazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense. Now in his 7th year with the Blazers, they've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on that one.
Well, Greg Monroe is pretty good down there in the paint, but he's got to work on becoming a lockdown defender on the interior.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Bazemore passes to McCollum. Dishes to Collins. Good work defensively by Horford. The 76ers leading by 13. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
At the line for your 76ers.
First one falls for him.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
ABC's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Trailblazers trail by 15. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And it's Whiteside off the drive. McCollum outside. Back to Whiteside. 6 to shoot. And yes, it's good. Whiteside's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Some poise shown from the big man when Whiteside maintains that kind of focus. It's a big help to the coaching staff to carry out their game plan.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 15 going into the break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Horford. ABC is out there with Jonathan Simmons. Then it's Greg Monroe, and it's Korkmaz at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Let's talk about team defense, Brent. To develop trust, it seems like guys have got to communicate on the floor.
I talk to my friends often who ask me about playing an NBA game and playing defense. They first start with saying that I didn't play any, but the second thing we get to, Kevin, is talking about really how intricate good defenses can be. You talk about communication, that's one thing, but throughout the course of the season, you build so much sweat equity on defense and trust by knowing that somebody's going to be behind you, hearing that voice consistently, but positions on the floor where you almost develop play sets as a defensive team. Now, when you reach that level, that's the upper echelon, but that's when it really gets fun to be down on that end, to shut a team down, to keep a crowd quiet. Defense always begins with great communication.
So many things. Rotations and playing angles and having the guy in back, you know what you can do well, what you can't do well if you're ahead of him.
Well, that, Kevin, and also great teams who are adaptable to make changes on the fly. All of a sudden, a dead ball, coach calls out a different coverage. You want to mess up the team's rhythm on the other end, and 5 guys, they snap to it and can carry out that defensive assignment in one play call. That's great defense.
Lillard outside. Bazemore on the wing. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The 76ers leading by 12, and again, Philadelphia turns it over. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris comes in for ABC, and Simmons subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Whiteside, and Mario Hezonja subbed in for Zach Collins. And stolen by Simmons. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3. Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard outside. And a wide open look for Hood. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Horford kicks to Simmons. Back to Horford. Nurkic with the steal. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. And stolen by Horford.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
And Lillard gets double teamed. He kicks it to Nurkic. He dishes it to Bazemore. Back to Nurkic. Shoots over Embiid. Doesn't go that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Pass to Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury. Boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall. But he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Trailblazers trail by 13. And it's McCollum in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb.
Great fundamentals and mechanics on the catch and shoot. McCollum needs just the tiniest bit of space to get that release off.
In the corner, Simmons with it. Down low. Monroe dishes to Simmons. And the layup falls.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the 76ers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possession for them, scoring opportunities. And that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Joel Embiid.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Here's Simmons. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching!
You're right. So for the Trailblazers, Zach Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. ABC comes in for Rodney Hood. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Damian Lillard. And Jonathan Simmons gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hazonia kicks to Collins. Bazemore, no one around him. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
Simmons on the wing. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the